What's going on, guys? My name is MagicLion, and today I will show you the open beta of The Division, which I played on the PS4 a few days ago with some friends. This game is just a beta, but it will come out in about 2 weeks, yet I can tell you that it's awesome. I really like that game. Anyways, in the background you can see how we entered the extraction zone, which is within the dark zone. We can play PvP or play against NPCs. In the extraction zone you can send your collected loot that you received by killing NPCs or other players. In this bit of the video you see that we try to kill the players that were with us in the extraction zone. As soon as we start firing at them, you turn rogue. Keep in mind we send our loot away with a helicopter. The loot will end up in the stash in your base. So what does rogue even mean? As you turn rogue, you are visible for other players in the map, marked with a red skull. Players can now try to hunt you down to get your loot without turning into rogue. Now be careful when you decide to kill a player, because you might not know if he's alone or on the way with others. As you're rogue, the more people you kill, the higher the rogue rank, and the longer you will remain rogue. But as well, you get better loot the longer you stay alive. The rogue time will be seen next to your character's head. It's pretty easy to turn rogue, but sometimes you should prevent... turning rogue. It's pretty easy to turn rogue, but sometimes you should prevent turning rogue. For example, when you're in the extraction zone with other players you don't know. The other players don't know if you're in a group, and you don't know if they are. The easiest way to turn them rogue is to either get into their fire line when they are shooting at NPCs, or to shoot at them if you can. This will cause some damage to them and it will annoy them a hell of a lot, but if you have backup then it's definitely easier for you to kill them. But as well, this might cause a mess. People can be easily confused with others. Another thing about the extraction zone is that some NPCs will turn up. Now, if you are below level 6 and poorly equipped, then an NPC with a baseball bat can one-hit you and you can just lose your loot. Now, the Division has some really cool features like modifying your gun, but as well you can just be silly in the dark zone and do jumping jacks or just salute to each other. Sometimes you might even make a surrender gesture when you're alone out there in New York and spot a few players. Here's a tip: never trust anyone ever at all in the dark zone. I mean it. Stick to your team and analyze the behavior of other players. The first shot will always be the deadliest, but if you have good reflexes you will survive, and your teammates will definitely help you. Though there are other methods to get some good loot in the game, you can either play the missions or scavenge the post-apocalyptic New York outside the dark zone. You'll find tons of boxes and NPCs, and if that's not enough for you, play the missions. In the closed beta, Ubisoft offered us only the one main mission. You could either play it on normal or hard, but in this one you are given two. In the final game there will probably a lot more, and you'll be able to do a lot more stuff with your character. In this beta, we're given another mission. We would discover the underground of New York, but this one is really difficult. If we were below level 6, I tried and made it to what I think is the main room, but I couldn't fight against the never-ending wave of enemies. Sometimes they would just sneak up behind me and I wouldn't even expect that. Yeah, I know, it can happen. Anyways, I kept running out of ammo and medkits, even though I tried to be careful. In the room that I think was the last one, I found an NPC which was, I believe, level 8 and had a yellow/golden health bar next to his head, which I think is the hardest to kill as far as I discovered. He killed me just with one shot because I didn't get to cover quick enough. Just one shot. Really? So what else can I tell you about The Division? It's been long awaited and does remind me a little of Watch Dogs, also made by Ubisoft, where you would be a hack with an awesome phone that would be able to hack everything and everyone. Though, this doesn't feel like Watch Dogs, it feels a lot better, and the gameplay in New York looks amazing, whereas Watch Dogs was a bit empty. And the driving, not too good. As well, in The Division the weather can change and you might have to escape the snowstorm. Once the snowstorm hits you, you can't see anything, you won't see anything. Unless you want to cover somewhere. But once the snowstorm hits you, it will be very dangerous because you will not see much and you don't know where the NPCs or other players are. I think the delay of the release was a good decision, but I'm pretty damn sure that it cost Ubisoft a hell of a lot of money. But I feel the effort that was put into the game and I can't wait to grab a copy and play it. Been talking about so many nice and cool things. What's with the bad things, Mr. MagicLion? Oh, it's always so positive. What about the negatives? I found it pretty hard to shoot from the hipfire, and I do have to say that the baseball bat guys are just a pain. Like, really a pain. One hit kill and you're down. Really? Just one hit with a baseball bat. One hit. You're down. And as well, The weapons you were able to buy in the Dark Zone or in your base were quite expensive, not really that much better than the standard assault rifle. But this is the beta, it might be different in the final game, and I really hope so. Oh, and there were other things I discovered in the Dark Zone which I forgot to mention. You could see the border of the other Dark Zones which were locked, and probably available to ones that were above level 10 or whatever. But we discovered the box and decided to loot it. You could enter the Dark Zone, but as soon as you did that, a timer would go off and your screen would go red. So you have to be really fast to grab your loot. And shortly after that we found hidden safe houses which can only be entered when you're not rogue. And I also forgot to mention that you can't leave the Dark Zone when rogue. Now at the end of this video you can see me looking through the menus of the game, just because I was curious what else this game will have to offer, and it looks promising. This game seems to be pretty awesome, even though it's just a beta. And once it's out there will be another video out from me. I know the commentary is not synced to the video, but this is an afterwards commentary, and I just need to practice to make the videos better. I know, I'm not perfect, okay? For more awesome videos, radio voice like commentaries and lots of information on games, you know what to do. Thank you for watching and enjoy your day.